Yeah, hi there. And these comments are for Hamza. This is Michael. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So your question here is, can anyone help us about note-taking during integrated speaking? You have, I can really focus on speaking when I take notes. Now, I don't know if you meant to say I can't really focus, I cannot focus, or you can focus, but I'm going to tell you this. Note-taking is absolutely critical, Hamza, on not just the speaking, but on the reading, the listening, speaking, and writing sections of the exam. So what do you do during the integrated speaking? The main thing is, number one, understand what it is you're being asked to do first, and then you can figure out how to organize your notes. So, with speaking tasks 3 and 4, we know that you'll have some type of reading passage and some sort of conversation or lecture. And then you're going to have to talk about the relationship between these two things. So what do you do with your notes? It's simple. You take out a sheet of paper, draw a line through the middle. On the left side, put R, which means reading. And then on the other side, on the right side, you'll put L, which means listening. And then once you look at the reading passage, you want to write at the very top 1 or 2 words that tell you what the topic of that reading passage is. For example, maybe it's a notice about bicycle parking on campus or something. Below that, you want to jot down maybe 2 key points on the reading passage that you read. Now, once you've done that, that's all the notes you have. So now you have notes on the reading passage. You have the topic along with 2 supporting points. Then when you get to the lecture, it's much easier. Once the lecture or conversation starts, you want to put what the topic is on the top of the paper. Just below that, put maybe 2 key points, 2 or 3 key ideas of what was discussed in the lecture. Then when it's done, you'll get a question. Listen to what the question is and then see how your notes can help you answer that question. That would be my advice for the speaking task number 3 and also speaking task number 4. Now, when you get to speaking task number 5 and 6, we know that this is what's called speaking and listening, either casual or academic. In either case, you're going to hear a conversation or a lecture. In this case, just use 1 sheet of paper. At the very top, put L, which means listening, and jot down what you think the purpose or the point of the lecture or conversation is. Below that, you want to put what the key points are. Now, if it's speaking task number 5, you know that there will be 2 speakers discussing something. You want to put in your notes what the opinion is of both speakers, and then be prepared to also be asked your own personal opinion about what they're talking about. That'll be speaking task 5. So you should organize your notes something like that. Now, when you get to speaking task number 6, it's going to be something fairly complicated, probably some sort of lecture. It'll be asking you about a process, the steps in something being completed. So again, you want to put to the very top of your paper, you'll put L, which means listening, put what the topic is, and then put what you think the most important key points are there. So it's important that you really practice your notes. It's extremely important, because when you're done reading and listening, and then they're going to ask you, to answer the question, and then you have maybe 20 to 30 seconds to prepare your response, you're not going to have a lot of time. But if you have complete, accurate notes on both the readings and the lectures or listening passages, it would be much easier for you to complete that speaking task. Now, if you need more practice, my online course, Hamza, I have some great integrated speaking practice tests. I also have some really good lessons in the reading and the listening sections of my course on note-taking. I will go into great detail on how you can improve your note-taking on all sections of the exam so you can reach that score that you want. All right, Hamza, anyway, thank you very much for your comments and your questions. I hope that this video has given you some additional tips. All right?